Well, I've been active in clinical pathology for 30 years, and my frustration was that I could only diagnose people being sick and not doing anything to prevent sickness. And when I came along stem cells, it was such a great idea to be able to cure people by storing building blocks for life.
This is our core business. We are a bank. We store tissues and we store data, and of course one is no use without the other. We have to store samples for a very long period of time, and we also have to store the data associated with it for a very long period of time. So we take safety and security very, very seriously. First of all, we strive to process every sample the day it arrives. Of course, time is of the essence in this industry. So when the samples are arrived, they are checked and they are given a unique sample ID number, and this is the number that we work with from that point on. This number is linked to the client dossier in the computer, so we know exactly which sample has come from which client. And from that point on, we start the processing. Now for blood, we use an industry standard state-of-the-art process. It's a completely closed process which reduces the risk of contamination or mixing up of samples, and it allows us to concentrate the buffy coat where the stem cells are into the bag, where we can add the cryoprotectant, freeze the sample under controlled conditions, and then keep it in the dewars in the storage tanks downstairs. There are high security storage rooms with limited access, with fingerprint technology, 24/7 surveillance cameras. The whole building is alarmed, the tanks are alarmed, so the tissues are very safe. And also the data, all the data that we collect regarding the clients and the samples from processing, from quality control, is all parts of the data that we store.
Parents should store their baby's umbilical cord blood and cord tissue because there are current applications for use. To date, there have been over 20,000 transplants using umbilical cord blood for blood and blood-related diseases. Cryo-Save has been involved in releases of such samples for sibling transplants for these blood disorders, and now are currently releasing samples for new treatments emerging using umbilical cord blood. Every cord blood or cord tissue that is thrown away is a waste of this precious resource of stem cells. Public and private cord blood banks should work together to ensure that this precious resource is stored in an umbilical cord blood bank.